would I ever start celebrating? I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. I'm naming all the hearts I've been breaking. The showers on the way. I've been working 25 hours every day. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Pull up with the bands, have them dancing in the rain. Yo. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah. Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish them well, yeah.
Lagging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramanovic. Sorry, homie, you know we.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Akeem Hunt now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Mahomes going to throw. Setting up the screen for West. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
His throw incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he is level. Knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And tough starting field position here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 92 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So from back deep, deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air, and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Kansas City offense taking over again in just a second. Earlier we mentioned Alex Smith, 4 touchdown passes last week against the Jets. Those went to Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, who continued to put up good numbers.
Yeah, they were on the business end of the big throws from Alex Smith. Tyreek Hill, 6 catches, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. We know that he's a big play guy. So is Travis Kelce at tight end. 94 yards in receptions, just 4 catches, but 2 touchdowns included in that.
And he's coming off back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances. Might there be a third in his future?
Book him for Orlando.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continued.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And he knocks it through. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They start on the ground with Rawls. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, Charles, let's shift gears. I've got to ask you about what's going on in the AFC West.
Do you? Do you really?
I have no idea.
I mean, no,
Kansas City.
does?
Kansas City's lost 4 straight. Denver's lost 8 straight. What's going on?
We'd all love to know, wouldn't we? Because I don't know how you felt about it, because I won't put words in your mouth, but I feel like the consensus around the country was this is the best division in the NFL. 3 teams potentially could go to the playoffs. Yet, as you noted, Kansas City's an absolute free fall. Oakland's on a nice little run right now. They've gotten themselves back into it. They're tied with Kansas City. And the Chargers are also tied with them at the top, all at 6-6. And many think they're the hottest ticket. Forget tiebreakers right now. This division will work itself out. Oakland and Kansas City play next week. L.A. Kansas City play on Saturday, December the 16th. And Kansas City plays at Denver, and Oakland plays at L.A. 12/31, New Year's Eve.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Near his goal line. Here's Mahomes being chased out left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Here we go. Green, 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. It's caught outright by Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
No, Jack, Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for J.U. Chesson that time. And it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 3-19.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. First half, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, rolls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. They run again with Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Boom. Gun.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he is out of bounds just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, with the breather, shift gears to the NFL coaching news that certainly everyone was talking about this week. New York Giants parting ways, Charles, with Ben McAdoo.
And that's the first time that the Giants organization has made a move during the season since 1976. When they relieved Bill Arnsparger of his duties as the head coach. They also told the general manager his services were no longer needed. So they're going to clean house and start fresh again in 2018. What a tough way to go for the New York Giants.
It's in it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And out come the Chiefs now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Derrick Johnson. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go into this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Second down following the incompletion. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Richardson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy, have him protect you.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging at one of my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. What you mean? Woo. And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo. Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo. Don't know what you think, compare me to adrenaline pumping the blood of me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. first down. Wilson. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. First carry now. This is Lacey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Red zone opportunity. On 2nd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Check.
They'll try to run with Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. Happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Falcon 1st down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down. And it did right there. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
In motion is Austin Hooper. On second down, Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is knocked down from the side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now Ryan on second down. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Freeman again. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the big tight end shifting around. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. In motion is Austin Hooper. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd down. Here's Rawls. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Spinning away, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. First carry now for Teron Ward. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but assured confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Leroy Reynolds in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in.